or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is complete to Holmes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. To throw now on 1st down.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has a big thank you to say to his defense. He threw the interception, then boom, the defense gets it back.
But the ebb and flow of a game is something else, isn't it? But you made an excellent point. A big thanks is owed to that defense. They went out there on what we call sudden change after a turnover and didn't give up anything. In fact, took the ball away and set them up again. Really nicely done.
So a clean slate and a mulligan. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Looking to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young
able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A handoff for Gibson.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here.
And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We're scoreless after 1.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. His throw incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That is caught by Callaway. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Gibson.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Gibson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 3. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll set them back 5. They'll set up to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the second of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC Wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, in our game, just a field goal separates these two sides at the break. One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Gibson here running out of the gun.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Gibson again.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A carry for Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. He'll drop to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Second and 6. Hands it off out of the gun.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Well, another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free out.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now here's a throw. It's complete. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
And this returnable for Hill.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable here from the 38. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault.
Not much there, only a yard.
Second and 9.
Back to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. David Njoku, 31 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Allen, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Washington on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be third and forever.
Back to throw here.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete.
And he'll be brought down, and looks like right at the 15. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here's Tressway now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got Njoku over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Back to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now Washington down by 7.
At time, a huge factor. This is where your playoff mettle is tested. On the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Pass complete, Samuel.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He's going to let it fly.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do.